Hello and welcome. I am Pat Gage's AI clone. Pat Gage is the founder of Opportunity Creator. He personally researches and writes every script I share on this channel because the future is moving too fast for anything less than firsthand intelligence. The Opportunity Creator, Pat's real estate company, is the world's first educational and implementation solution that helps real estate professionals and organizations prepare for the future of real estate. We help people understand and use AI to their highest advantage in our online courses. You can learn more at opportunitycreator.com. All right, folks, I just took a commercial deal that would normally eat up half my afternoon, and I got a clear read on it in about 20 minutes. Same financials, same red flags I dig for by hand. But instead of me hunched over a spreadsheet for 3 hours, I had AI doing the heavy lifting right alongside me. And here's the part that should get your attention. It caught something buried in the rent roll that I almost glossed right over. A little detail that could have cost a buyer real money down the road. Now, look, I've been in the real estate business for over 20 years. I'm not handing my judgment over to a robot. I am handing it the grunt work. What I'm about to walk through with you isn't about replacing your underwriting. It's about getting to the question that actually matters. That question is this even worth my time? And getting to that answer faster than you ever thought possible. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll be able to do the exact same thing tonight. Here's the thing most people get wrong. You're seeing a lot of opportunities out there right now and very few actual deals. And there's a difference. It's not a deal until the numbers pencil, the due diligence is done, and it meets your criteria. Until then, it's just a pretty brochure with a phone number on it. The problem is that running those numbers takes time. And if you're a solo investor or a broker juggling 10 other things, time is the one thing you do not have. So most folks do one of two things. Number one, they either rush it and miss something important, or number two, they freeze up, sit on the sidelines, and never run the numbers at all. Both of those cost you. The first one costs you money. The second one costs you the deal, because if it really was a deal, somebody else is using an AI assisted tool that ran those numbers a while ago and has submitted a letter of intent on that property. So, what if you had a research assistant who never gets tired, never skims, and never gets bored looking through a 40-page trailing 12? I'm going to show you an AI assistant today that will blow you away. Let me show you the setup. Going forward, I will show you live examples using my apartment deal analyzer. Okay, here's where people blow it. Have you ever heard the term garbage in, garbage out? That is what most people get when using AI without the following guidance. So I use a simple 4-part formula. Every single prompt I enter into AI to enhance my output. Here are the 4 parts of that formula: role, context, command, and format. Let us cover each one step by step. First is role. I tell it who to be. You are a conservative commercial real estate underwriter with 20 years of multifamily experience. Now it stops being a generalist and starts thinking like a pro. Second is context. I give it my criteria. If you notice, I am using the speech to text option, which makes this a ton easier. I'm a buy and hold investor. My minimums are a DSCR above 125, cash on cash above 4% at purchase, and an expense ratio in the 35 to 40% range. And if you notice, I am building this prompt one step at a time. When you take advantage of my offer at the end of this video, you'll get over 100 tested prompts all ready to use. third is command. This is what I actually want. I am going to paste into the chat a trailing 12 or T12 and a rent roll for this property. I want you to find the red flags, then give me a buy or pass recommendation. Also, for those red flags, please provide me suggestions on how we could rectify those red flags. And fourth is format. Now I tell it the format I want the output in. Give the results to me as a short bulleted list, the one clear recommendation. That is it. Now, it is not guessing what I want, it is thinking like me. Now, the fun part, I am going to paste this property's T12 into the apartment deal analyzer. But first, I want to share with you what this T12 looks like and then how fast the analyzer makes sense of all those numbers. Here's what the T12 looks like. Imagine developing formulas to assess whether this opportunity makes sense to underwrite. I'm pasting in the T12. That's your trailing 12 months. Basically, the property's income and expenses over the last year. This is the truth of how the property has actually performed, not what the broker hopes it'll do someday. And I ask it one thing first. Walk me through the income and expenses, flag anything that looks off. Watch what it does. It calculates the expense ratio for me in seconds. And here's a big one, folks. If those expenses come in way under 50%, and sometimes I'll see 30% on a value add, that's a red flag. It usually means the seller is underreporting expenses to make the property look prettier than it really is. Remember my rule, every weird thing in the numbers is either a problem or an opportunity. Your job is to figure out which one. The AI just found me the weird thing in about 15 seconds instead of 45 minutes. That's the whole game. Next, I need to look at the rent roll. This is your tenant by tenant breakdown. Who's paying what, who's on a lease, who's month to month. And this is exactly where it caught me. I ask it to compare in-place rents to market and show me the loss to lease, the vacancy, and any concentration risk. It comes back and shows me a chunk of units sitting well below market. Sounds like upside, right? But then it points out half of those are month to month with no real lease protection. So that upside is also your risk. That's the kind of nuance you miss skimming a PDF at 11 at night. Now, the moment of truth, I stack it all together and ask for the call. Based on the T12, the rent roll, and my criteria, give me a buy or pass, show me the DSCR and the cash on cash return, and explain why. The whisper price for this property is in the upper $40,000 to lower $50,000 per unit with no assumable loan. This property has 204 units in total, and it lays it out. DSCR comes back under 125, which means if you can't get it financed, nothing else matters. The recommendation, pass at the asking price. A maybe if the seller comes down to a specific number, that right there is your starting block. Now, let me be straight with you because I never sugarcoat this. And this does not replace your full underwriting. You still verify that rent roll. You still get your own expense numbers. You still do your physical and your legal due diligence. The AI is your fast first filter. It tells you which opportunities are worth your real time. So you stop spinning your wheels on deals that were never deals. You're still the investor. You make the call. So here's what I want you to do. Go grab a T12 and a rent roll. Pull one from a market you don't even want to buy in so you can make your mistakes there. Run it through this exact process tonight. Use the 4-prompt formula, roll, context, command, format. Then watch how fast you start telling the difference between an opportunity and a real deal. If you want the apartment deal analyzer, I actually use plus the prompts. They're at opportunity creator.com/APT analyst. The link is in the description. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Drop me a comment. What's the first red flag you always look for? I read everyone.